We will be exploring structural elements of home-cooked dinners from Korea, China, and Japan. Through this delectable journey, we were immersed in these various cultures and witnessed the blurring of traditions and innovations.
In Korea, a typical traditional home cooked dinner consists of a bowl of white rice, soup, many side dishes, and dessert. The main dish, unlike other two countries, exists in restaurant, however, is not usually seen in home cooking. Traditionally, the cooking is done by housewife, and Korean father and son do not tend to eat in same table. There is a famous Korean proverb called "You do not even harass dog while it's eating," which suggests that father and son do not eat in the same table because father might nag son. However, this is not the case in modern world because family tend to all eat in the same table nowadays. Rice is definitely the central part of Korean home cooking. In the past, the white rice was considered the best and most expensive, but nowadays people tend to eat those mixed with beans, rye, and millet for health benefit. The bibimbap was originally derived by mixing all the side dish and rice, but modern bibimbap is much more fancier than that.
Included in the dinner table are various side dishes called banchan. The most popular side dish is kimchi, which is fermented vegetables, cabbage seasoned with chili peppers and salt. Another popular Korean side dish is namu. Namu is cold boiled bean sprouts with sesame oil. Another example of a Korean side dish is myeok muchim. Myeok muchim is sesame seaweed with sweet vinegar and salt. In addition to the rice and side dishes, the Korean dinner often includes one Korean soup. Each Korean soup is centered around a main ingredient. For example, jjigae, which is tofu soup, is centered around tofu and other ingredients, including vegetables. Another example is kimchi jjigae, which is centered around kimchi, the popular Korean side dish, and other ingredients.
Korean dessert is usually served as fruits or tang, which is soup of crispy rice crust. And in a special occasion, tteok is also served. Tteok is basically rice cake, which is served on basically as a party food.
China is very large and thus has a wide variety of culinary traditions. There are 8 major schools of Chinese cooking. However, certain tendencies overlap all the regions. Like many cultures, cooking and eating is a centerpiece of home life. Rice is a major staple of southern China, while northern China relies on wheat and flour-based foods as the center of their cuisine. Chinese cooking is descended from Confucian beliefs. It is believed that one of the duties of a good housewife is to appreciate the importance of cooking and its close relation to domestic happiness. Table manners are very important in China, and many are descended from ancient times. These rules are still extremely highly valued in modern Chinese life. Seating is very important in Chinese culture. The seat of honor is usually reserved for the father or the most important guest. This seat faces east or faces the entrance. When an important guest is over, the head of the house takes the least important seat. Traditionally, tea is served with all meals. It is important to serve those around you before yourself. Serving yourself first is considered very rude. When people are eating together at an ordinary meal, each receives an individual serving of fan, which is a small bowl of rice which can be refilled without limit, a large bowl of noodles or dumplings, with or without soup, porridge, or some piece of steamed bread. All dishes are shared equally by all from common plates in the center of the table. These foods are complemented by a vegetable, a meat or fish, and/or bean curd. These foods are usually referred to as kei, and are generally seasoned with ginger, garlic, spring onion, white pepper, or sesame oil. Sometimes they are seasoned with sauces such as soy sauce, hoisin sauce, or fish sauce. Even in the non-stop motion of the modern Chinese day, the traditions of cooking and eating are respected and followed whenever possible.
In Japan, a dinner is a time for the family to come together and spend time with each other. Today, in a time when every member of the family live busy lives, dinner time has become especially valuable. A traditional home-cooked dinner consists of a bowl of white rice, a main dish, miso soup, and a few side dishes. Unlike in Chinese traditions, food is not served from a common plate at the center of the table. A small serving of each dish is served on small plates for each member of the family. As in many East Asian cuisines, white rice is a staple food in Japan as well and accompanies almost all meals. The side dish is usually something simple to be eaten with rice, such as tsukemono, shown bottom right. Tsukemono is vegetables such as cucumber, bok choy, plum, and daikon pickled in salt or brine. The main dish shown here at the top left is nikushaga. Thinly sliced beef, potato, carrots, and onion are stewed in sweetened soy sauce. It is said to have been created by the chefs of the Imperial Japanese Navy in the 19th century who were inspired by beef stews in Britain. The soup that is almost always served for dinner is miso soup, shown in the picture at the top right. It is made by mixing miso paste made from fermented rice and soybeans and mixed into a bonito and kelp-based broth. Inside the soup is usually diced tofu and seaweed called wakame. These two dishes are often referred to as ofukuro no aji, which literally means taste of mother. In Japan, cooking is traditionally done by the mother or wife of the house, and the flavoring of typical home-cooked dishes such as miso soup and nikujaga are known to differ for each household. But with generations, the increased exposure to Western culture has influenced cooking in Japan. Many of the common dishes served for dinner these days are often Japanese adaptations of Western dishes. For example, the omurice shown here is an omelet filled with ketchup-flavored rice. As you can see, home-cooked food continues to modernize in East Asia, but we hope that traditions will stay as well.